Dedication, love and passion. You've got to have that passion. Yeah. It's fine to be nervous. It's fine to be scared. I think you need to.
My defining moment is?
Do you mean by my defining moment, the moment that I think changed my life?
I mean, you can interpret it how you feel, but I think
well, for me, a defining and probably the most important defining moment was when I had my hair cut in 1966.
Yeah. In
that little boy's bob. Because before that, I had been going to school. I had a normal kind of childhood life, teenage life. I was a mod. And I'd already kind of invented that eye makeup.
From the doll, wasn't it?
Yeah, from my little rag doll. So I had that going, but I had very long hair.
Yeah.
So that look hadn't happened. And then Leonard, who was a big hairdresser in those days, I was sent there to him by a magazine who wanted to do a test shot with me. You know, I was only 16.
Yeah.
So I went and had and I didn't want my hair cut.
Oh, God. I have been there before.
So I may not be sitting here if I'd have refused. And I went to Leonard and he did that amazing haircut, had the photograph taken. A journalist saw it. Within a month, I was like all over the newspaper. So I think that was quite a defining moment. You know, the headline was Twiggy, the face of 66. And that's 60 years ago this year.
Is it? Yeah. The time I was most empowered was?
Oh, I know that because I was very scared. In 1983, my dear friend and co-star Tommy Tune asked me to be in a big musical on Broadway. And I didn't think I could do it because I was used to filming, I was used to cameras, I was used to modelling, but I'd never gone out on a Broadway stage.
Yeah.
Pretty scary. Yeah. We did it, and it was a massive success. Yeah. So it was actually, it proved to me that actually if you work hard and you really believe in it and have somebody else believe in you, it's amazing what you can do. Because I almost turned it down because I was scared.
Yeah.
And it's quite good to be scared of things sometimes.
And did you feel that him believing in you really helped you kind of push
100%,
through it?
Especially the fact that the person who believed in me in that instance was this incredibly talented performer and director. So I totally trusted him. Yeah. He was my friend anyway. We'd done The Boyfriend, my first film together. Yeah. So I knew him really well. He was one of my best friends, still is. And so I thought, well, if he believes in me, and by then he was one of the biggest directors on Broadway.
Yeah.
And he starred in it with me. It was called My One and Only.
Yeah.
And we ran for 18 months, so it must have been all right to full houses.
Out of acting, singing, modelling, or something else creative, what do you love the most?
I don't think I can pick, really.
Yeah.
I'm lucky because I've had the chance to experience them all. They're all very different.
Yeah.
I suppose the acting and the singing I wasn't as prepared for as I was the modelling. Well, the modelling happened to me and I kind of grew into it. The acting, I had no ambition to be an actress. And then I met this extraordinary man called Ken Russell, who cast me in my first film, The Boyfriend. And again, because of his belief in me, it gave me the courage to do it. And although I was scared, it was an amazing experience. And the sing, I mean, I always sang, like at school, I was in the choir, but I'd never sung professionally. So, and I love singing. I think everyone should sing. If you don't have to sing professionally, but join a choir.
The joy.
It's really good for your soul. It's good for your body because of breathing.
Yeah.
And it's lovely.
Silliest fan moment I've ever experienced?
One. It was at some function, I can't remember what it was. So everyone was very dressed up. And at some point in the evening, it was a sit-down dinner, and I had to go to the loo, and I went to the ladies in this very posh hotel, and they were very sweet, 2 young girls happened to be coming out of a cubicle as I was washing my hands or whatever, and said, "Oh, can we have a selfie? Can we have a selfie?" So I don't mind doing it, but not in the ladies' loo.
Okay, I think a creative life requires...
I think I put this down, didn't I?
Yeah.
Dedication, love, and passion.
Yeah.
I really believe that. You're very passionate about what you do. I can see it when I watch you work.
Yeah.
You've got to have that passion. If you haven't got the passion, the dedication, and I think it's fine to be nervous. It's fine to be scared. When I meet performers who say, "Oh, I'm not," I never get scared. I never get nervous. I think you need to. Yeah. I mean, I don't particularly get nervous doing a day like today because I've done it for a long time. Yeah. But there's always an edge of, is it going to be all right? And are the pictures going to be... I mean, I think that's quite good to have. And certainly in performing, you need those nerves. I mean, that moment before you step out on a live stage, you stand there thinking, well, my husband put it right. Well, he wrote a book years ago, and he said, he stood in the wings. He said, I stood in the wings and thought, please God, let the theatre burn down. Because the thought of stepping out there is so terrifying. But once you're out there, it's amazing.
The biggest risk I've ever taken?
The biggest risk was the going out on Broadway, because up until that point in 1985, I was very well known across the world, and I'd done a little bit of stage work in London, but nothing on Broadway is. And it was a risk because I didn't know whether I could do it, number one. It was a big musical. So it was a risk. But then I thought, well, what's the worst could happen? I'll get terrible reviews. They're not going to kill me. Well, I hope they're not going to kill me. And it ended up being probably professionally the most amazing experience of my life, because I was so frightened of doing it. Yeah. And when Tommy rang me from New York and said, come over, I've got it, because he was a huge director in those days on Broadway. And I said, I can't do that. And he said, there's no such word as can't. Pack your bags and get over to New York. And I often say that. He was right. There is no such word as can't. Yeah. It may not work out, but there again, it may.
It is just...
Yeah, but you've got the shape better. You've got the shape. But it's interesting because you used the whole canvas and I used a tiny little bit.
Love that, though, because I feel like it's so
I haven't got the 3/4 look.
Could you mind just hot showing that camera just so we can see it?
It's not very good.
Oops. I think it is. Do you know what it looks like?
What?
It looks like you... from behind, and this is like the neck, and that's sort of the face, and then this is like a beautiful...
Well, that's that lace. That funny lace dress.
I think you're amazing. Thank you so
much.
We'll
do it again soon, I hope.
Definitely.